Think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice.
Ceci, it was raining in my closet today.
I know. Actually, your closet is about as clean as I've ever seen it.
Well, we're moving and stuff, and it's weird. So if the sound sounds off, it is not the incredible John Buchanan from Audio Editing Solutions.
Is that what we're getting at?
Well, no, we had to make sure. And then, so we had a free webinar. A lot of you attended. Thank you so much about membership services.
Yes.
And it was really a lot of fun. Like Ben Willis and a bunch of other cool spapreneurs were there. He's going to go nuts that we were like, Ben Willis. Ben! He's our favorite new guy right now. Okay, so
ooh, Lyric's not gonna like that.
I think Lyric and Ben would get along splendidly.
Lyric ain't gonna talk to you. He said I told everybody I was the queen today, and he said I am the prince.
Yeah. Yes. So we have the webinar, right? And then the sound didn't work out for the live webinar as far as people could hear me live, but they couldn't hear me in the replay. So I was like, okay, I redid it as an audio file. Well, I didn't realize I hadn't turned on my mic, and I'm like, why does it sound so tinny? So it's been a morning.
And we have a dog begging us for something.
Seriously, good God, she's so
Really?
crazy. And
Really?
then we have a tiny human who's kind of sick but not sick, but it's affecting things.
That's okay. Yeah, the sickness is going around our office. We've got this low grade cold. So I went and bought them all a big thing of chicken noodle soup yesterday, put it in the crock pot and with some bread, and just gave them a little mommy love.
Yeah, they need that. But hi, Spapreneurs.
Hi.
Sorry we've missed a couple weeks of shows. It's just been busy. And
Well, let's be frank about this.
Yeah.
Ramona is getting married. If you don't know that by now, let me be the first to tell you. And she's got a house she's going to be moving into. Well, it ended up that we ended up gutting this house. So my time is pulled between trying to get her out of my house and running de-stress, and time just got away from us, and we weren't able to get onto the mics.
Plus, I've been working on the doors kind of sort of open April 1st of the Spapreneur community. This is really exciting. Lynn has seen me cry over building things on it, but it's a new website community. We're really excited about it. You get literally unlimited. It's like Netflix.
She doesn't drink enough, folks. She needs to start drinking.
No, you don't want to see me drink. It's really scary.
Yeah, really, it is kind of.
But we are not neglecting you. We are totally involved, and we've been seeing you guys in the Facebook group. Lots of things are coming up with Spapreneur. We're super excited. And one of those things is that we see a lot of you guys talking about employees versus independent contractors.
Yeah, that's a very difficult subject and one that's hard to define, but we're going to do our best to try to work through some of the little ditty details of it.
A word of caution, a warning, a disclaimer. Ceci and I are not labor experts.
No, not at all. I can only tell you from our standpoint what we've done and things I would change, maybe not change. And I'll tell you why our perspective comes where it does. And I'll just say the word DUPA.
DUPA.
Yeah, we talked about this quite a few episodes ago, over a year ago. DUPA is the financial manager of the company. So we let him guide us in how we approach our money, and
he helps us not fuck with the money.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
He's the ultimate don't fuck with the money kind of person.
Yes, he is. So, and he keeps our check and balances going. So he guides this. So let's review a few moments. I started out by myself. Mm-hmm. There was nobody else playing with Ceci. And then Ceci got lonely one day and she said, let me bring in a playmate. And I brought in a playmate and I said, here, playmate, you have a room too. I'll share mine with you. And it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. And I kept inviting people in.
It's kind of like gremlins. We fed them after dark or got them wet. And all of a sudden we have 30 of them.
We've got 26 right now.
So
So understand that we never considered going the employee route because there was no reason to at the time. But all of a sudden, within, I'd say 2 years, DUPA, or also known as Rick, he started paying attention and saying, okay, we're going to run into an issue because they are independent contractors. And the IRS has very, very, very strict rules of what defines an independent contractor.
The IRS also does not fuck with the money.
No, they don't. Now, they're not as bad and mean as everybody makes them out to be. People are just scared because they have the control, they have the power, but they are still people and they want to help. So,
and they have really good people. Like if you have,
yes,
they have
do.
lots of
I'm
resources.
Just glad none of them are on my table.
No, true, but they have lots of good resources on their website, lots of things, and
Yes,
they do have helplines. So more information.
And when in doubt, ask. So,
and this is not one of those you do and ask for forgiveness later.
Oh, no.
No. You know how sometimes we're like, go ahead and paint that wall and ask forgiveness later from the landlord?
No, that's fine.
That's fine, but not the IRS.
Once again, you don't fuck with the money.
Don't fuck with the money.
So keep that in mind. So we made the decision to keep everybody as independent contractors. Now, Mona, can you tell me what are some of the rules that pertain to an independent contractor?
Independent contractors set their own prices, set their own hours, set their pretty much their own business.
Yes.
We have our setup kind of like a real estate office is the best way I can equate it to if you've ever been in real estate, whereas they are under just our branding.
Yes.
They brand themselves.
Yes.
So they all can have their own. We cannot tell them what to wear. We can highly encourage them to wear certain things.
We have discussions within the office of
what
what's professional, and I tell them they must follow the guidelines set forth by the AMTA, ABMP, and the Board of Nursing, who is the jurisdiction that is over us.
So that's perfectly acceptable for us to do. We cannot, we don't withhold any taxes for them.
Nope.
We also cannot provide any, we do not provide any benefits.
Nope. No training, nothing.
No. But do we offer mentorship?
Yes. That's different. That's a sharing ideas from one person to another, and if they ask. But can I tell them what to do? No. However, this is where the rubber starts hitting the road. You've got to carefully choose the people that you want around you. You want like-minded people so that there aren't conflicts. You want people that are hungry to work their business. And if they want advice from you, you can give advice, but they're still free to come and go. Everybody has a key to our place. We actually put in a keypad in the back. They set their own hours. Now they contract with me on agreeing, okay, I'm going to work these hours. This is what I would like to do. That's fine. Now, if you start calling out and saying, block me out, and you're doing it consistently, well, that's a room I've got sitting empty. So I'm going to say, dear contractor, I'm going to go ahead and take that time slot and offer it to somebody else. You can jump in there in between if you like. We'll have to negotiate that some. They also can set their own pricing. They generally like to stay with what we suggest at our company because they like that pricing.
And we have 2-tier pricing.
No, we have 3.
Do we have 3 now?
We have certified therapists, we have senior therapists, and we have master therapists.
Good God. I don't even know these things anymore. But yeah, and it's up to them to decide when they want to be where they are.
They come to me and they say, and they're so cute, I haven't had a raise since I've been here. It's like, well, first of all, you don't work for me, so it's not a raise. Well, I think I should become a senior therapist. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah.
I instantly turn around and say, okay, watch this. Let's do this together. And they're so hysterical because they go skipping out of the office going, I got a raise. It's like, no, you just had to ask me.
Right. But there are some where we highly suggest we explain why we don't think they should go up that much at that time.
But that's merely a suggestion based on the market.
Yeah, that's in them. The other thing is, as part of their independent contractor status, is that, we do provide them front desk stuff.
Yes, front desk help assistance, but once again, they come up there.
They have to pay for their own supplies. The only thing we provide are sheets and the actual room
itself.
itself.
Actually, no, the clients pay for the sheets, so that's a pass-through cost.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the therapist would be paying for the sheets, and I have threatened them many, many, many times that if they keep losing towels, that they're going to start paying for the damn towels too.
So it's just a matter of, but they're responsible for their own marketing materials. So if, like, for example, Michelle, we mentioned her a lot, or Kay, they both have specialized services that they offer. They have paid for their own marketing materials. We've helped them design them because they've asked us to, sure.
Well, Ramona's got the expertise, so they lean on her. Now, ask yourself, you're probably going, okay, so you don't have any control over the independent contractors. Not really. It's based on trust.
But we can ask them to leave when we want them to.
Oh, yeah, it's an agreement. You don't like it here? See ya.
And our process for getting independent contractors is very similar to how we would do an employee. We do have a sit-down kind of interview talk to see if they fit really well. We ask them to give a service, not to one of us, because they'll never do it right. They always get nervous, especially with Lynn. So instead, we have them give a massage to one of our people, and then that person or somebody on our staff gives them a massage. So it's an equal trade. But we do that to make sure also people reveal they're crazy when they're naked.
Oh, they do.
Oh, my God.
Do. And you get that sense of energy back and forth. We've got one person right now that we're looking at, and I'm thinking this one through a little bit, because he shows the promise of being a truly great massage therapist. He says he's teachable, but my sense inside myself tells me that he's competitive, and we don't compete within our place. We work as a team, as a family, even though everybody's independent. Yeah. But they all truly respect one another, and they're very quick to refer back and forth to each other. So I picked up that he's very competitive. He works at the Pizza Hut of massage, and he's very disappointed there. Been there 4 years. But I also heard that he occasionally tears down other therapists to make himself look good. Now, one thing I've been very good is taking those people that don't fit into the right mold someplace else and mentoring them enough that they see the errors of their way and they come out. So we're careful in our interview process because I want cohesiveness. I don't need problems.
Yeah, there's something called, it's a sports term, cancer in the bullpen, and it's when you get a player, no matter how good that player is, they just cause a cancer in the bullpen, and you don't want that. And we've had that happen where we've hired people and it just did not fit. This is what I say, and I shouldn't say hire. We bring people on, partner with them. Partner slow, get rid of them fast. Take your time to interview.
Absolutely. I have learned to very quickly cut it out. It's not worth it lingering and thinking that it's going to be okay, because if you're seeing things that truly are not right for your business, don't put up with it. Get rid of it.
Yeah, and seriously, there even minor things that seem minor, like the way they treat your massage room. That's an indicator of also how they're treating your clients if you're feeding them clients. So if they're leaving it a mess, if they're not following through.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's only one therapist in our place, one that truly cleans up. Well, two. I'll take it back. Two therapists that truly clean their rooms, and that's Tamika and Michelle. The rest of them will
Natasha?
say, somewhat. I guess I'll throw Tasha in there too. But oh my God, this group. Oh my God.
Well, they're
no just messy children.
I have no room to talk because I'm extremely messy. But
so let's talk about the other side of this though. What if I wanted to go the employee route? Now I am going to be very frank with you at this point and say, I had considered at one point wanting to change everybody over to employee because you do have much more control. And this is our brand, and I want it to be presented in a very specific way.
Yeah.
But we were too far in. Mm-hmm. And my husband was going to have nothing to do with that. And the therapist at that point didn't want to. They liked having, paying their own taxes, running their own business, doing it themselves. And so I had to go ahead and give in to them. But if I had to do it over again, I think I would consider having employees. Now, here is the drawback to employees. Yes, you get to control. Yes, you can set it up exactly the way you want. Yes, you have everything in the world that you want.
It's so much more expensive.
It is.
It's so much more expensive.
If you don't know this, I'm going to tell you this. When you are an employee and those taxes are taken out of your paycheck, well, those aren't the only taxes that are paid. No. Your employer pays the other portion of that, which matches yours almost identically. So they're paying tax, and then you're paying tax.
That's Social Security tax.
Yes.
It's your state income tax
yes.
if you have that. What else? Federal tax.
Yes.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Okay.
And
then
workers' comp.
No. Workers' comp is paid. Is that pulled out of employees?
That's not pulled out of employees, but we have to.
We have to pay workers' comp.
Yeah, we have to pay that.
So, and a lot of places you have to do that on your independent contractors too. You have to know it state by state and federal laws and all that, and this, that, and the other. There's a lot more that goes into it. So if you're like Beth from Texas, who is pretty quick and savvy, she's kind of in her head. She's a sharp little cookie when it comes to numbers. So she would do well with running employees because I think she's more detail oriented.
Yeah.
Not me. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. I like calculating their percentages and giving it to them.
Well, and there are services you can hire, like a payroll management company that can do all those percentages for you, but that's another cost.
It is, and that to me is like painting. I can do it myself.
It just
refuse
depends
to
on
pay
your
other
skill
people.
set, but it depends on your skill set. There are some things that just aren't worth it to do. For example, this year we finally are such a big girl day spa.
This was so funny.
Dupac could not finish our taxes. He was so upset.
Dupac had tears in his eyes.
I mean,
He was
seriously,
so
he pouted
funny.
for like 2 days.
He did, but he had to
straight.
give it over to Joyce,
Our
our
accountant.
wonderful accountant, because he had finally gotten to the point where he couldn't make the sheets balance, and they have to balance
in order for the IRS. So we finally, and I know a lot of you already have accountants, but for us, we have it inside.
This was a big deal.
Like Ceci and
Big
I were
deal.
like, woohoo!
I know,
He
because
was not
Rick
happy.
is a number cruncher.
Oh my God,
he
loves it
makes
so much.
numbers dance.
Excel makes him so happy.
Yes, it does. But he couldn't make that in QuickBooks. He could not make
I know.
them mesh.
I know,
Oh,
I know.
God, it was funny.
So, yeah. So, it's those things that you have to decide. But honestly, you have to go back to what kind of business owner do you want to be? It is perfectly okay for you guys, if you are a single massage therapist, esthetician, to never have other people with you. That's okay.
Yeah, there's a definite upside to that.
Yeah, because guess
You
what?
don't
No-
have crazy people running around
or
that
they're
you're
not gonna-
going,
or they're
what the
not-
hell?
Or they're not going to fuck around with your stuff. You know? But there is a third alternative, and that is the room renter situation.
Yeah.
This is the one I hate the most, though.
Yeah, I do too, because you lose money.
You lose so
you
much
flat
money.
lose money on it, because this is what happens. You're there and you've got a room renter there and they're paying X amount of dollars. And yes, they're going to bring in all of their own clients. But one day you're busy and you can't get in, and you just lightly say, because it's the right thing to do, well, blah, blah, blah can work on you. How about I throw you into their room today? And that's fine. And you find yourself doing this more and more and more, and then you're losing that revenue going for them going in there.
Because the way it works with independent contractors is that they get a percentage, we get a percentage. It just depends
Yes.
on the level of independent contractor and how we do it. And there's a lot, and that's a whole nother episode, like how to calculate percentages
Yes.
and payments on. We're not going to go into that today. But when you have a room renter, it's just you get flat. Like let's say it's $500, you just get the $500.
Yeah, and then it just does not equate out. Trust me on this. We did it 3 times, and I've got one person left there that it's Stan the man, who was a room renter, and it wasn't because he was making so much money, because really Stan's clients are Stan's clients. They love him. It doesn't cross over the ones we were able to give him.
And
I was
he fits
happy.
well with our environment because he is naturally a mentor and likes to teach the girls,
Yes.
and he's funny, and he
He's
fits
just
with our
wonderful.
group. He's a great guy.
But I changed him over to percentage, a very, very high percentage,
Higher than
because
we've ever
it
done.
was so crazy trying to figure out his books. And it's just like, oh, Stan,
Yeah,
I can't
because
do
he
this.
used
There
he
was
used our front desk staff.
Yes.
Yeah, so it just made it easier to make him an
Gift
independent contractor.
certificates, packages,
And that
all
way
that.
he can take advantage of all of our services we offer. He's super happy because this is also not his only thing. He's also a CrossFit enthusiast. He owns a CrossFit box.
Studio,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, was it Hui?
CrossFit Hui.
CrossFit Hui.
Hui. That's a Hawaiian word.
Yes, because he's a surfer. But you know what I mean? So it just, you have to, the cool thing too about independent contractors is that you can treat them each individually. With
Yeah.
employees,
I
you
don't have to treat you the same.
with employees, you have to treat them
You
the same
contract with me
across the
differently.
board. But each contractor has an individual contract. So if you've got a superstar like a Stan, you can make it a higher percentage because he offers so many other things. If it's a brand new student, you get to do other things. So that's why I like the independent contractor model
I do
a lot.
too. Now, do not confuse this, however. That does not mean that you can, out of prejudice, hire certain people and not hire. That doesn't mean I'm not going to hire a guy because I just don't want men here.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If they're qualified and they apply, you need to be very careful with that. Ethnicity across the board.
Super.
I have every color you can imagine in my group, and which is funny because if somebody said, how many African Americans do you have or how many people of color, it's a struggle for me to remember because everybody sort of blends
in
into
together. Yeah, they
and
really
those
do.
that are white really do just
I don't
dance
know.
with the
we
black
just
booty.
we were like
and-
whatever, you know.
But you got to be careful. Even in independent contractors, that does not give you a license to discriminate.
Right, and you can't just pick based on looks, and even independent contractor
or age,
we
or
have
religion.
we have I'll link it into the show notes. This is episode 37, so spapreneur.com/037. We did a couple articles last year about how to hire front desk people, and those you do want to make employees. Let's be clear, you want your front desk people. I like them being employees.
I do too, because it's too important that I do have full control up there, and that they really are of a like mind with me. But I also treat them like royalty.
Yeah, well, that's a whole.
That's a whole nother ballgame, a whole nother episode.
But we have resources where the things you can't ask them. Like, for example, Ceci, you cannot ask a person if they have children. You can't ask if they're married. You can't ask. Now, if they offer that information, then you
here's
have a
my
conversation
favorite
about it.
question. So what do you do in your free time?
Yeah.
What do you do in your free time?
Then they'll tell you.
Do you like to garden?
Yeah.
Do you like to read?
Yeah, but you can't ask, do you go to a church?
No, I don't want to. Well, I mean, if they volunteer it, anyway, that's a whole other thing.
But let's say you have, like, they say, I can't work on a Saturday. They may be, like, Seventh-day Adventists, or they may be, like, Jewish faith, because that's when they worship. So that's when they golf. You can't ask. I'm ignoring her. You can't ask, like, are you going to church? You can't ask that question. Now, if they offer it, that's different. I remember when I was a retail management, we actually had one girl. She was a Seventh-day Adventist, and so it was great because she always worked Sundays because everybody else wanted Sundays off so they could go worship. Yeah. So that actually worked out nicely. But, those are the things
you just have to be careful, and do not assume, you cannot ask if they're gay.
No. Or I wouldn't do that anyway. That's just dumb.
I wanted a gay guy at my front desk.
Well, you got one.
I know. He's so cute. I love him. But you know how I found out he was gay? I did not ask him if he was gay. I said, so tell me what you do in your free time. He said, well, my husband Sean and I. And then he went on, and it was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I got me a good one.
Oh, my heavens to Murgatroyd. All right.
It's because I want everybody who walks in that front door to know that it doesn't matter where you come from. You are accepted here.
This is what I don't understand. I don't understand why people would discriminate against gay people, because that's so much money.
It's sad.
So much. It is like the chosen people. Once the gays find you, they will keep you.
Oh,
the gays are the best.
And our gay guys, Gary and his husband, cook. Oh my God,
and they bring you treats. And they just seriously, every
and
girl.
And then we have some transsexuals that come in
and
there.
You just,
love
them.
Love
them. So you don't just be nice. Just be kind to everybody.
Nice.
Just be nice and kind to everyone. Stop worrying about what they're doing. As long as they're not doing it at your place, it doesn't matter.
No, that's heterosexuals that do
Anybody, that. It's true. Oh my God.
I've never had a gay weenie whacker. I've never had a lesbian weenie whacker. I've only had heterosexual men become weenie whackers. I'm sorry.
Jedi has told me a couple of women have come on to him.
Oh, Jedi in his dreams.
No.
Oh, no. No. Don't even get me started on
Jedi.
Jedi.
Pretty.
He might be very pretty, but no, he's stuck on himself.
So when in doubt, too, independent contractor, room renter, employee, you need to sit down. This is not something you should rush the decision-making time. You need to take the time, make a plan, and partner up with people who know what the hell they're doing. Oh, my God.
Let me say a word we've not said in a long time. Roadmap.
Roadmap.
So it's part of your roadmap, and it's one of the moments that you put that together and figure out what you want to do. And it really does come down to that control issue. It really does.
It really does. So if you're considering adding more people onto your practice, awesome. The word of wise is, again, find out in your local area. Go to your Chamber of Commerce. Go to your Small Business Administration.
Yeah, really.
They will have all these resources for you, and they want to help you hire people.
You can also go to the library. It's that building that has lots of books in it.
Wait, there's a building with books?
There
with paper?
are like paper books.
Shut up.
And they have computers, and they have little old ladies with glasses that will tell you everything you want to know and point you to the references.
Yeah. So
some of them are young, pretty girls, and some are guys. But yeah, you get the drift.
But seriously, there's tons of resources out there that are for free. So get out of Facebook groups, including our own, and asking these questions.
Yeah, because you're getting opinions at that point.
You're not getting expertise.
You want to get these are serious issues in a business that you need to set up correctly at the beginning. So that you don't get audited. Or I like what my husband says. I like what Ricky says. Rick says you should do everything because you know you're going to get audited. You know you're expected.
Just do everything above board, and you're going to have a really successful, thriving business.
Say that word again.
Successful, thriving business. Yay, me. Speaking of successful, thriving businesses, guys, I am so excited about the Spapreneur community. It is going to be ridiculous. open membership will be coming very soon. Now, for those of you on the pre-wait list, this is how it works.
Sounds like a bunch of deer hunters. Open season's about to begin.
Yes, so here's the way it works. If you've already invested in any of my programs, you're going to be getting a special personalized email directly from me. This means if you've bought any of my courses, private coaching, or you 6-pillar ladies, you know exactly who you are. Those girls are fun.
Oh, God, they're
so fun. So you guys will get a special coupon. Do not do anything else. The rest of you, spapreneur.com/membership. Get on the waiting list. For the month of April, the community will be half price forever for you, as long as you sign up. But after that, it's going to be full price. Full price is going to be $97 a month, which is an incredible value. You're getting every course we've ever offered and will offer. You're going to get all of our library of resources, all the ebooks, a private forum. That was the thing that made me cry over the weekend, but I finally got it working. It's amazing. I love it so much.
Once again, I'll say you should have reached out to Beth and had her fix it for you.
No, Beth doesn't do that.
Well, somebody in her group does.
Probably. But also, here's the kicker. You guys are going to get weekly mastermind calls with me as a group. And trust me, after doing the 6 pillars,
oh my God,
that has been the most impactful thing I have seen.
We need to do some kind of commercial video of those 6 girls talking. It's such a joy the few times I've kind of peeked over Mona's shoulder to see them collaborating together and working together. And then we've got a private face group with them, and to see the results of these things is just mind-blowing.
It's incredible. I'm going to give you one testimonial. So one of our girls, I'm not going to say her name, but she was struggling to make ends meet. Like, she was afraid she wasn't going to have Christmas for her kids.
Yeah, I didn't know this until
and so
afterwards.
she invested like her money. She trusted me, which is a huge compliment to me, because my one thing with you guys, I never want to waste your time or your money, because it's really, I don't want to do that. I'm not in this. I'm in this just to make a fair amount for myself and my family, but also to help this amazing group of spapreneurs, who really believe like we do, that we deserve to get paid fairly, do great work for our clients, and have an awesome time. That's really what we're all about.
Yes.
So she has like quadrupled her income.
I am so happy for her too. And the path that she thought she was going to take, and was beating her head against the window, all of a sudden it's gone a different way, whether she realizes it or not. And things are opening up for her. It's so wonderful. You know who we're talking about, Miss Las Vegas.
Yes. Also, the other ones, we've had people who've struggled with majorly family issues who are making lots more money. People with full books. People like, doing complete rebranding.
Guys, I really wish y'all could be a part of it, but that would not be fair to them to see this, because right now I've been going around saying the bee's knees all the time. It's just hysterical.
Because it's fun.
So, yeah, it really, really works.
Yeah, so this is what Spapreneur Community is about. It's about us giving you that kind of interaction and that kind of happiness on a bigger scale, and something that's more affordable than my private coaching, because my private coaching starts at $125 an hour. And some of you just can't afford that. So instead, this allows you to get a little taste of it and support in a private area. No more Facebook for us.
Yeah, and what's cool, like I said, is that group collaboration, and they don't feel alone anymore, and they feel that support from one another. They're funny.
Yeah.
I'm loving them.
So, yeah, it's so
I
much
feel
fun.
like they're like my besties,
Yes.
And we've never even
see
we
is
see
real life.
Yeah,
we see them in like the video. But the other cool thing is, because it's done so well, I am going to offer, I wasn't sure I was going to do another 6 pillars. So that was my 6 pillars program. That is an intimate mastermind. I'm opening up a new 6 pillars program. It is only going to be 10 spapreneurs. It's going to be 90 days. It will be more expensive than the last one. Sorry, it has to go. I've already sold 1 spot already. So we only have 9 spots to go. But it's a 90-day intensive with
and
me.
yes, every now and then I stop by.
She does. Ceci does, and she's in there.
Except the last time the girls laughed at me because the damn dryer went kaput.
The whole thing was ridiculous. In an hour, you stole a dryer and then
I
almost got electrocuted by the new one because you're a control freak, Sybil.
Sybil has gone back to sleep.
Yeah.
Sybil has gone to her little hidey hole. So
anyway, all the links to all these things are going to be on our show notes. It's spapreneur.com/037. Also, too, I want to thank, we've had a couple of new reviews come in for the podcast.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much. It means so much when we get a review, whether it's good or bad, as long as it's honest.
Yeah, just be honest. Don't bash just to bash, but give us some honest feedback.
Yeah, because
notice
honestly,
I've not said the word fuck, but maybe once or twice. So I'm like,
no,
we are cussing too much.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
We need to watch our language. Young lady, I am your mother.
Look, Erica Olsen posted all those things.
I know she's bad. I got to talk to her. Erica, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap.
Naughty. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to spapreneur.com, where we've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.